our senior Leo ladies. You have been trying to get through for about 2 days now. You really want to hear from the Most High. I don't know if you weren't listening before, but I really am getting the vibe like you're ready to listen to what God has to say now. Because over the last like 2 days or so, your card has been trying to come out. Like me. But God was like, not yet. So, the first lesson we have here is being patient. Just know that time is on your side. That's the first thing that God wants you to know. You can allow yourself to relax because time is on your side. God is the God of time. Okay? God is the God of everything. So if you choose to be on God's team, just know that you are under the best umbrella you could ever possibly choose to assign yourself to. So that's the first thing that God wants you to know. Time is on your side. So don't rush for anything. Don't be anxious. Okay? Well, when you don't need to be. Learn to trust in the divine. Learn to listen to the instructions that God has put in your heart, whether it's through your dreams, through the advice of your best friend or your closest person. Maybe you watch a pastor on TV. Maybe it's in a movie. Learn to hear the voice of God whenever it appears to you. That's what I'm hearing, okay? Because God be talking to you. But I think that you miss the messages because you simply don't know how to identify when God is talking to you. So God wants you to know it is always in commune with you. But you just have to learn to recognize when the shepherd is talking to its sheep. If you don't mind me saying that. When the father is talking to its daughter. Or the mother, father, mother, God, masculine and feminine. I think it would be very inaccurate to reduce God to being just of a masculine energy when we know that life is about balance. Some people get offended when people say father, mother, God. But the truth is, the feminine principle is just as important as the masculine principle. That's why God made everything and made it feminine and masculine. Even electricity, even in plumbing. So even the inanimate things are masculine and feminine. Even the seeds, the trees. You can have a male banana tree that doesn't produce. You can have a male ganja tree that doesn't produce. So I find that identifying God as masculine and feminine is not an offense at all. I feel it's more accurate. It's either God is both or God is neither. But this is a side note, okay? While I get your cards prepared. So yeah, patience, my love. You're in good hands. Because the fact that you want to hear from the Lord means that you have some level of belief in its existence. And you have respect for what it guides you to do and say. So you're on the right path. The love of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. They say the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, which is also true. But everybody does not fear the Lord. Because once you know that God is worthy to be praised, there's no need to fear God. You know that God can be trusted. So why should you fear God? No matter what you go through because of God's guidance, you can trust that it is in your best interest, you know? So once you love God, there's absolutely no need to fear God. Who needs to fear God is those who choose to cling to the negative principles of life. Especially when they're going up against the innocent. If if they're not going up against the innocent, then they might not suffer so much. But if you're gonna fight against somebody who God favors because they favor God, then we have a problem, Houston. And this is how God is trying to train you to be patient. Look at how much shuffling God is making me do. So there's definitely a lesson here of patience. And I'm gonna stop talking now. Two more times. You've done very well. That was your first test and you passed. Okay. So at the bottom of the deck we have reassess. So there's a need for you to change how you're seeing something by taking a moment to analyze how you're looking at the situation. Start seeing it for how it could best serve you. You know? So let's see, what's the message? What has God been trying to tell you? So reassess means that you're kind of on the wrong path with something. I need some blood in my foot, so I'm putting up my foot, okay? Okay, now this could be your problem. Making necessary sacrifices. One of your cards fell on the floor. Just let me get that. Okay, so the first card we have to come out for you is Imagine Solutions. So not only does God communicate with you, outside of you, but also within you. So if you would take some time to reflect on your truth, that's the next card that came out. You have to see this situation through untainted eyes, okay? Do not sugarcoat whatever the situation is that you're dealing with. Do not hide how you truly feel about the situation as well. So if it's a situation that you feel hate, then be true to yourself at least. If it's a situation where you feel love, then be true to yourself about that. But whatever it is, it's a clash. There's a clash here. Okay? Now, the underlying issue is you making the necessary sacrifices. It's hard to let go of things, people, places, ideologies, states of being that we've grown accustomed to. But whatever this thing is that God is asking you to let go of, or this person, it's no longer serving you well. And that's the reason why you're having these issues. So you're holding on to something or someone from your past that is no longer relevant to who you are at this point in time, at this point of your development. Okay? So the thing is, in life, we grow, we shift, we change, and as we change, our world also changes around us in different ways. So you're at a point in your life where there's a need for change, and it's change that you are not ready for. But a part of you, reflect on your truth, a part of you know that it's time to make these changes, okay? So God wants you to accept disappointments gracefully. So God knows that it's hard for you to let go of whatever this thing or things are, this person or people are. But God is suggesting, trust me. Accept disappointments gracefully. God says, trust that this is the best thing for you and trust that you will smile again. Okay, the same way that you smiled before these people or thoughts or activities or things came into your life, you smiled while they were in your life, you're gonna smile after they leave your life. Okay, if you want to, you can make a memento, make something to remind you, something that you hold dear to you as a reminder of the good times that you shared, or whatever this thing is. God says, strengthen your gift. What is your gift? Your gift is your ability to live your soul and not a role. So this has a lot to do with you letting go of whatever is not serving your current situation. Okay, you're about to get an upgrade in life, and sadly upgrades come with loss. In order to get something, you have to let go of something, because it's an alchemical thing. Okay, let's look at it this way. Let me draw you a small example. So let's say you grew up in poverty and you have a best friend that grew up in poverty with you. And when you become an adult, as fate would have it, you come into money, okay, and your friend has not. Now you guys have struggled together and everything, and naturally it's your friend, you know what you guys have been through together, so you're quite willing to share your fortune with this friend. But unfortunately, this friend has a spirit of jealousy that's attached to her, that she chooses to exalt above the love that she has for you. She chooses to be jealous and want to take your place completely. She doesn't want some. She doesn't want to have no handouts from you. She wants to be the one in your position. Now, as much struggle as you've struggled with that person, as much as you've loved each other in the past, as much of a blessing you've been to each other, the fact is, things have now changed. And it's not in your best interest now. So, the best thing to do would be to let go. Make necessary sacrifices. Let go of this friend. Because clearly they no longer want to be your friend. But you'd be clinging to how you struggled together, how much they were there for you and all these things, but you're not giving power to the fact that now she wants to destroy you so that she could take your place. You see, that would be counterproductive on your part and would therefore make your way hard. You understand? So it's kind of a situation like that things change, people change, you have to roll with the times, or else you will be put out. You will be the one to suffer the most in the situation. When nobody wants to suffer, people want to win, especially when you deserve to win, So yeah, so you just need to reflect on your truth. So it's time for you to face the truth of whatever situation you've been trying to avoid. And that's what's been holding you back. It's like, I can't believe that I'm here. I can't believe that this is the reality. I can't believe. Well, it's in your best interest to believe. It's in your best interest to see the truth. Okay? And it's in your best interest to let go of those people, places, things, ideologies, practices, whatever it is, so that you can move forward. That's what God has been trying to tell you. Okay? Oh, there's more. 3 more times, yeah? I'm hearing a song. It's a soca song. It go, enough of them are smiling your face, but they wanna take your place, take your place, take your place. Enough of them are smiling your face, but they wanna take your place. So I think that that's kind of what you're dealing with, because God wouldn't let the card come out until I told you that message. Right. So now I think you'll be fine. I'll take that. Yeah. So we have one mystery card, yeah? Yeah, look at the bottom of the deck. Hatred. And the card that came out for you, manipulation. So that's what's around you. So that's what has changed. Okay? Where there was once love, there's hatred. Let's see what this mystery card is. Oh, they're your karmic. So our karmics are people that come into our life to basically make us experience hell. So that's what they're there for. They're there to take us to hell so that we can learn how to find our way back to heaven. And we're talking about states of mind here. So the karmics are put in our life to torment us, to teach us valuable lessons like self-control, bravery, forgiveness, courage to make changes, learning to recognize when somebody's being fake and when somebody's being real, developing our faith in the Most High. So all these are just examples of lessons that these karmics come into our lives to teach us. So God has put this person in your life to help to upgrade your personal development. Okay, so once this chapter is over with this person, you will have learned a lot of lessons. You will have grown spiritually, and you will then be more fortified. That way people can't infiltrate you so easily. They can't fool you so easily, even at your age. Yes, that's to prove to you that no matter how old you are, you're still a baby. We make 100 years old and feel like we've done something wonderful and great. Listen, numbers don't ever stop. So 100 years to me is still a baby. You know how many things we have not accomplished by the time we're 100 years old? So I understand people celebrating 100, which is good, but there's so much more life to live beyond 100. Some people make it to 120. Some people make it to 150, you know? So how can we assume that we can't make it to 300? What's to stop us? Like I was explaining in the senior cancer and almost all the senior readings, we need to start taking care of ourselves. The fountain of youth is found in our lifestyle choices. It has nothing to do with the age, how much years we've spent in this earth. It's all to do with our lifestyle choices. We need to keep taking care of ourselves in order to keep our strength and our agility, in order to maintain our health. We have to make good lifestyle choices, and we have to understand the body, what the body needs, nutritionally, physically, emotionally. We need to understand ourselves. And yeah, even at 60, a lot of us haven't even learned 10% of the things that we need to know, because we have some very childish 60-year-olds. Like they know a lot about certain things, but there's our basic things on how to take care of self we don't know. And if there's no self, then nothing else matters. If self is not healthy, then nothing else matters. So I think that we should take time to understand self and how to care for self. Make it our primary goal, because everything starts with self. If you're okay, then you can achieve anything else you want to achieve. But if your health fails you, then you're stuck. So they didn't teach us about food and nutrition properly in school, and proper hygiene and mental care and all these things, but we can teach ourselves, and that's what we need to do now. They trained us to work in their society. That's their goal, which is fair enough. That's what they want to do, but that's what's important to them. So we now, as the people, have to decide what's important to us. What's important to us is our health, our mental health, our emotional health, our social health, how we interact with people, our physical health, how strong we are to continue on a day-to-day basis and stuff like that. So it's our responsibility to find that information and manifest that within ourselves. And that is the fountain of youth. It's not in a cream, although if the cream has the right stuff in it, it does help. So anyway, this person is here to manipulate you and cause difficulty in your life. So if they've been doing that, they've been doing what God has called them to do. Now it's for you to do what God has called you to do by paying attention and learning how to bring peace to yourself. Their job is to take your peace away. Your job is to sustain your peace. And by the time they're finished with you, you will have escalated to another level. You'll have graduated to another level until the next karmic comes along. Okay? So enjoy your lessons, enjoy your classes. Okay? So knowing that these are classes and lessons, try not to take the situation too much to heart. Okay? Don't allow it to upset you to the point of wanting to give up or thinking that you failed and all of that. If at first you don't succeed, you try again. Okay? Because God is rooting for you, not against you. Okay? So I hope that you found this information here helpful, my darling. Until next time, keep your body tight and keep yourself right. All right? Take care.